I think probably overheard when you were trying to make before this you started this show and everything, you were trying to give an example of saying so we are going back to the healthy part of the self-esteem anyway. You said you gave an example of, okay, you see somebody, everybody can be a driver, but when you say you are a good driver or is a professional driver, so how do we correlate it like to being healthy, like saying healthy self-esteem? Because now the self-esteem, like you just explained, like okay, being confident about, so is there any part that makes it like the healthy one that makes it more unique? Is it or probably a higher level of you being so confident or so that's also good.
Great question. You know, self-esteem in itself is perception, how you see yourself. Healthy self-esteem is you knowing that I am this, I can do this. I'll give an example. I want you to look at how the lion behaves. The lion knows that he is the king of the jungle, but was that an election? There was no election to say that the lion is the king of the jungle, but what made him the king? His mindset, his perception, how he sees himself. Now, study the elephant, study the antelope. They all see the lion as eater. The lion sees them as lunch.
Yes.
You get?
Yeah.
But the elephant is probably the heaviest.
Yeah.
But why does he see the lion as eater? Mindset, perception, how you see yourself. It affects the way you behave. And so each time the lion comes out, the elephant is on the run.
Yes.
So so having a healthy self-esteem is believing that I am this and I can do this.
Yes.
So it gives you the gusto, it gives you the strength to actually do it. That's having a healthy self-esteem. Knowing that, oh great, I'm going to make reference to the Bible, of course. As a Christian, I believe in the Bible, I believe in what God says. So I'm going to share an example. Remember that after God created man, he looked at man and said, be fruitful, multiply, replenish the earth, subdue it, and have dominion over everything. Now, I need us to understand that for everything God created, he spoke them. Let there be fish, it appeared. Let there be the sun and the moon and the stars, and they all appeared. But when it came to man, do you know what? He had a meeting. He said, let us make man. It shows you how important you are. He had a conference meeting. Let us make man in our own image and our likeness. We know that God is powerful. God is all creative. God is wise. In our own image and likeness. So it means that what we're going to create now will be like us, will behave like us.
Exactly.
So is God smart? I know your answer is yes. So why are you looking down on yourself?
Exactly.
You need to know your source. You need to know where you're coming from. You know, because this table, right, is as strong as the tree it was made from.
Exactly.
This fabrics now is as qualitative as where it came from. We are as strong as our source. And if God is strong, it means that we are strong. If God is creative, it means we are creative.
People are preaching like this on the show. I said, Pastor God is preaching on this show, right?
Yeah, it may sound like, I'm preaching, but I'm telling you the truth.
Yes.
And before I let you, go ahead, I'll also say this. When Christ came to the world, he said something remarkable. Matthew chapter 5 from verse 13 to 16. That's like one of my favorite verses. He said, you are the salt of the earth. If the salt loses its savor, how can it be salted? Men will throw it and trample on it. He now said that you are the light of the world. A city that is set on a hill cannot be hidden. Neither do men light up a candle and put it under a bushel. What do? They light it and put it on top a candlestick so that it will give light to the entire room.
Yes.
He said you are salt. Do you know what it means? It means you can add sweetness anywhere you find yourself. It means you are an agent of preservation. He called you light. It means that anywhere you go to, you illuminate the place. So you are light. And as you keep working, your gifts, your talents, that's illuminating the place.
Yeah.
You understand? So you need to understand who you are. And when you have this mentality and perception, you are on your way to building a healthy self-esteem.
Mr. Val, I don't have anything to say. I don't have anything to say on this show again. So there's one thing